Now welcome to this channel where we dey give now bonge updates on wetin dey happen for Biafran territory as Braga, the Prime Minister, say the thought is all about sourcing for funds and forming group. If you join the Sabo, make you have firepower that will overpower BLA own. Otherwise, now sorry be your name. Very soon we'll activate Mozak. Before they make their move, I have seen them. Make na hear wetin Prime Minister talk.
Thank you very much. Ejuru ajụjụ ka ndị Igbo yi na-eme. So, and ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ John Kisi, aka m ịdọgị one this evening. But because it's Nisi Belgium, so I'm going to address this question very well, because I know the question is coming from a camp that is very far from what we are doing. So I will address this question very, very in a very modest way. So one is that, yes, we are training Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra Defense Forces regularly. And that is why there is no person in Biafra land that is going to IDP camp as a result of the Biafra forces. That's number one, because the Biafra forces are trained to make sure they engage the enemy who come to displace these women and children that they have done in the past, and now they are not doing it again. So the Biafra Defense Forces has been trained to protect Biafra people, and that is, the highest level of training to make sure they understand the rule of engagement. So yes, the training is a continuous training, not just about carrying gun, but also they are being trained how to handle civilians, how to rescue them from the hand of terrorists if they find themselves being kidnapped, how to also engage Nigeria army who come to kill them and make sure we don't suffer any casualty of civilians. They have trained, and this is happening every day in Imo State. For example, the war is going there. You don't see when they engage these people, you see that they are killing civilians or civilians are falling. Rather, the message will always been passed to the people to evacuate from those areas before the Nigerian military will come to attack. But it is from the Nigeria state that whenever they come and they get defeated, they turn against our people. So you see, it is the Nigeria government and Nigeria army. That's why I call them terrorist army. They are the one who lack training. They are the one who have not demonstrated to follow the rule of engagement. You don't kill people that doesn't have gun and does not fight you with gun. But that is what they do, and which I believe you must have seen that in several videos, how they molest people, how they kill and intimidate people. So the Biafra army have been trained to protect Biafra people and only Biafra people. And Biafra Liberation Army is different from Nigeria Army. Biafra Liberation Army understand that the only reason they carry gun is because Biafra people have been subjugated to all manner of murder, massacre, mass killing, genocide from 1967. And the reason they have given them gun and they carry gun is to defend the people that have been victim of one Nigeria since the creation of Nigeria. So they are the only forces that understand these pains as victims they are. And remember that most of these people who are now in Biafra Liberation Army have lost their family members to the Nigeria state. They are the people that have lost loved ones from bombardment to burning of villages, and also the mass murder of many people. So many of them are in the Biafra Liberation Army, and they have vowed that that will not happen. As a matter of fact, I am also a product of that particular massacre of Nigeria state. I have shared a story of how Nigeria army with Fulani invaded my village and killed people, massacred them, cut their head off, and the surviving one of the survivors recognized in Nigeria that Nigeria military were part of this massacre. It happened in my village, and those victims are people that I know personally by myself. The man who survived, I know him personally. One of the man that his head was cut off, his son is also part of this movement. His son has actually, contacted me to join the Biafra Liberation Army, I have not given him green light. He's based in Libya. I told him to wait. It is not the time yet. So if he found himself in Biafra land and join Biafra Liberation Army, believe me, he is going to be very brutal against the enemy, because his father was killed by the people that the Nigeria army shielded and supported, and his father's head was cut off in my village. So this is something that, this is something that many people don't know. So when some of us are fighting like this, we have seen something that you don't see. So it is not until it happens to you, then you understand that actually something very bad and terrible is happening in Nigeria, and you must support this movement. So my brother, the second question, what was the second question again? Because most of the answers that I'm giving to you people is not answering yes or no. I need to give explanation. I need to explain in detail so that the team will assimilate. So what was the second question again?
Yeah, so the second question, was around the efforts being made to make sure that Biafrans in the Nigerian military are not being neutralized.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. So the Biafrans in the military, we have continuously shouting that they must leave the Nigerian army. And it did not start from me. It started from Onyendu. Onyendu shouted and shouted. During that time he was shouting, I was also shouting on social media. And there has been a lot of publication to make them leave the Nigerian army, and them also are being marginalized within that particular Nigerian army. So it is not like they are enjoying it. It's not like they are benefiting anything. You can imagine people that are being paid 50,000 every month, while when Nigeria, in this last 3 months, Nigeria has hired mercenaries, including from Saudi Arabia, and they pay them 1,500 a day to come and fight in Imo State. And most of them have been neutralized. And why they are paying the people in Nigeria 50,000? They pay mercenaries 1,500 a day to come to Imo State. All those people they brought to Imo State, where are they today? We have neutralized all of them. The Asari Dokubo's team or Asari Dokubo men are even paid better than them. Where are they today? That is why Asari is running mad on social media. Many people don't know what is happening to him. He's running mad because those people he recruited, all of them are gone. And they were all neutralized in Biafra land. So we will continue to shout to our people to leave the Nigeria. I mean, it is never a better place for them. But also let me also inform you that anybody carrying gun coming to Biafra land in Nigeria army uniform is a criminal, is a terrorist, and is an enemy to us. So after listening to after knowing what they do to our people, you come and they front you, you will die in Biafra land. And it's just like people that are involved in kidnapping. Somebody like Derico. Are you going to say that Derico, because Derico is an Igbo man, he comes to your house to steal and kill people, so you are not going to defend yourself? And if you know how to neutralize him, you're not going to neutralize him? No. So we regard those people that are still in Nigeria army as Derico of this time. So we'll give them the treatment you will give to Derico if you have the opportunity. I believe you know who is Derico, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Derico Mama in those days in Anambra. So these are people you don't have mercy on criminals who are ready to kill you if they have the opportunity. So anybody that is wearing Nigeria army uniform to come to our land to kill is regarded as enemy. The only thing you need to do is when they send you, you resign. Many people are resigning. Many people are leaving. Many people are fleeing. And many of them who fled have made contact with us. And they understand that whenever you make contact to the Biafra government, you are safe. We'll make sure if you have something to offer to the Biafra government, to the liberation of Biafra, we will give you the opportunity to give us what you have. So it is happening every day. So we'll give this opportunity to everybody. But let me tell everybody that this particular bombardment and the killing by the Nigeria state did not start today. We are only putting an end to it, and you must support it. Remember that for many years we have been crying. Every time we cry, oh, nobody is doing anything. Ndibo is doing that. Ndibo is doing that and doing this. Remember, after the election, our market, our businesses were burnt. In all these things that was happening, nobody, not even P2B, stood up to speak against the destruction of businesses in Lagos after the pressure, much pressure have come to him. I was the one who made a pronouncement of bringing the Eastern Security Network then to Lagos. And I also I threatened that we are going to impose sit at home in Lagos, which the Lagos government knows that I was not joking. That was how the attack, physical attack against Ndibo ended. But what did they do? They re-strategized and begin to go through the court, begin to use the court order to destroy their properties. And so we actually saved Ndibo in Lagos from physical attack being sponsored by the Lagos state government. But what we did not save them from is from them using the rotten judiciary to get court order to destroy their, to legally destroy their structure and the investment in Lagos, which is happening in Abuja as well. So we have actually saved their life, because if we didn't do that, and we really mean the business of bringing the sit at home in Lagos, but if they did not stop that particular attack, we would have done it. But that particular threat actually stopped it. So what they lose in Lagos is only their properties, but their life is still intact. So I want everybody to reflect on what transpired and what happened after the election. It was very, very bad. That should have wakened everybody, every Igbo man and every Biafran up, that it is time to quit Nigeria. And with your support, we are going to do it. So I thank you very much. Share this message to every person in Belgium who may have the same a question from you. Thank you.
Now welcome back from that update. Another update we see, as of today, why they send this broadcast, Biafran Republic government in exile, the Prime Minister's office, new appointment in Israel. This one are to increase the liaison offices around the world, and as Nasisi, many Biafrans only turn up with their interest, and we pray by the grace of Chukwukika Biama. Those ones where they feel the one Nigerian fever, where they feel say one Nigeria will succeed, they will see conjoin, and there's still space to join the government, but you must come with a sincere heart. For this matter, me I go rest my case now.